Be yourself, speak yourself.
Yeah.
People make mistakes, but life goes on.
And those things still speak true to, when we think about the reaction we did to Epiphany.
Yeah.
And Jin was in that spot where he's like, I need to love myself first. What's up, everybody? I'm Chalfant.
And I'm Trail.
And we are
brothers from another color.
All right, today we're going to watch BTS's speech at the United Nations from 2018.
Prepare to be amazed.
I know. We did start looking at some other things. It sounded like this speech that they give, or RM gives at this speech, is something that converted a lot of people over to BTS. So,
Yeah.
and as people whose mission might align with BTS's, I think it'd be good to hear.
I think it aligns very well with ours, morals and all.
Yeah.
So,
you ready to get into it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary General, UNICEF Executive Director, and all the excellencies and distinguished guests from across the world. My name is Kim Namjoon, also known as RM, the leader of the group BTS. It is an incredible honor to be invited to an occasion with such significance for today's young generation. Last November, BTS launched the Love Myself campaign with UNICEF, building on our belief that true love first begins with loving myself. We've been partnering with UNICEF's End Violence program to protect children and young people all over the world from violence. And our fans have become a major part of this campaign with their action and with their enthusiasm. We truly have the best fans in the world. And I'd like to begin by talking about myself. I was born in Ilsan, a city near Seoul, South Korea. It is a really beautiful place with a lake, hills, and even an annual flower festival. I spent a very happy childhood there, and I was just an ordinary boy. I used to look up at the night sky and wonder, and I used to dream the dreams of a boy. I used to imagine that I was a superhero who could save the world. And in an intro to one of our early albums, there's a line that says, "My heart stopped when I was maybe 9 or 10. Looking back, I think that's when I began to worry about what other people thought of me and starting seeing myself through their eyes. I stopped looking up at the night skies, the stars. I stopped daydreaming. Instead, I just tried to jam myself into the malls that other people made. Soon, I began to shut out my own voice and started to listen to the voices of others. No one called out my name, and neither did I. My heart stopped and my eyes closed shut. So, like this, we all lost our names. We became like ghosts. But I had one sanctuary, and that was music. There was a small voice inside of me that said, "Wake up, man, and listen to yourself." But it took me quite a long time to hear music calling my real name. Even after making the decision to join BTS, there were a lot of hurdles. Some people might not believe, but most people thought we were hopeless. And sometimes I just wanted to quit. But I think I was very lucky that I didn't give it all up. And I'm sure that I and we will keep stumbling and falling like this. BTS has become artists performing in those huge stadiums and selling millions of albums right now, but I am still an ordinary 24-year-old guy. If there's anything that I've achieved, it was only possible that I have my other BTS members right by my side, and because of the love and the support that our ARMY fans all over the world made for us. And maybe I made a mistake yesterday, but yesterday's me is still me. Today, I am who I am with all of my faults and my mistakes. Tomorrow, I might be a tiny bit wiser, and that'd be me too. These faults and mistakes are what I am, making up the brightest stars in the constellation of my life.
Pause. We hadn't paused yet.
I was in.
You were in it. I was
Yeah.
too. I could have just kept going.
I was. First of all, I thought we was gonna wait to the end to do it, because we were so into it. I know you was into it like I was, because it was quiet.
Yeah.
We were both paying attentive and stuff. So I had saved my thoughts, and as you paused it, I was like, I lost all my thoughts.
He lost his thoughts. Now he's speechless. No, I mean, he's bringing up a lot of good points about your mistakes and your past make you who you are. And bringing it into, the symbolism of the brightest stars in the constellation. Like, your mistakes are those things that stand out to you the most.
Yeah.
Probably.
We're gonna continue to stumble, but we'll be better the next day.
Yeah. And the mistakes I made yesterday was still me.
Yeah.
Some deep stuff.
I forgot that quick.
I have come to love myself for who I am, for who I was, and for who I hope to become. I like to say the one last thing. After releasing our Love Yourself albums and launching the Love Myself campaign, we started to hear remarkable stories from our fans all over the world, how our message helped them overcome their hardships in life and start loving themselves. Those stories constantly remind us of our responsibility. So, let's take all one more step. We have learned to love ourselves. So now I urge you to speak yourself. I like to ask all of you, what is your name? What excites you and makes your heart beat? Tell me your story. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your conviction. No matter who you are, where you're from, your skin color, your gender identity, just speak yourself. Find your name and find your voice by speaking yourself. I'm Kim Namjoon, and also RM of BTS. I'm an idol, and I'm an artist from a small town in Korea. Like most people, I've made many and plenty mistakes in my life. I have many faults, and I have many more fears, but I'm gonna embrace myself as hard as I can, and I'm starting to love myself gradually, just little by little. What is your name? Speak yourself. Thank you very much.
Two things. First of all, 24 years old. I don't even know if I was thinking like this at 24 years old, to be honest with you though. Second thing, shout out to Friends for helping RM learn to speak English though. Very clear though. Very clear. Very understandable
I
though.
know this. I always forget about that, but you bring it up. That's,
It's funny though. Like he learned I wouldn't say all, but majority of his English language from watching Friends though.
yeah, that's
I wonder if
funny.
that's his favorite show.
Yeah. And, I was wondering, I feel like he's talking about what they do and what they as BTS do and their impact on their fans, and then their fans' impact on them.
Right.
And we've talked about it before, using your platform,
And it seems like a bit of accountability as well too. Like they have accountability for their fans, and their fans have it for them to keep that same thought process going, like throughout everything they do.
Thinking about doing reactions. Like I would never have pictured us just watching a speech and giving a reaction to a speech, but he was really just he wanted to put on record you know, their thoughts about their mission and what they want everyone to do.
Be yourself, speak yourself.
Yeah.
People make mistakes, but life goes on.
And those things still speak true to, you know, when we think about the reaction we did to Epiphany.
Yeah. Most
And
definitely,
Jin
yeah.
was in that spot where he's like, I need to love myself first. Hopefully we got that right. But
Pretty sure we did.
yeah, pretty sure we did.
Pretty sure. Somebody
And
in the comments
it's
like,
those core values that carry over through all of their songs.
the morals, some core values.
Yeah, they just are always there.
Some you don't gotta force. Some you don't gotta fake. It's just genuine though. Genuine, something
Yeah.
genuine.
You don't have to force it. And if you're still watching, don't forget about our BTS album B Deluxe
Edition
Worldwide.
giveaway.
Yep. Make sure you watch our video. Came out on December 4th, and it's going to last for 3 weeks.
You have
You're-
to be a subscriber.
Be a subscriber. Go ahead and go in those comments.
And light it up.
Yes, tell us what BTS means to you. If you're not interested in entering the contest, that's fine. You could still engage with the actual video itself, like other people's comments.
And we'll still reply to you.
Yeah.
Like we do everybody else.
Let us know what you think about those comments, because that's going to be helpful.
Give it a thumbs up, a heart.
We're going to have 2 people judge those and determine which comment is the very best one.
And
You
guess
might have
who
heard
those
of
two
them.
people are. I'll give you a second. You're right.
Yeah,
It's not us.
Yeah, it's us. Cool. All right, Drew.
So, because you like our video, and I know you do, and he knows you do too, we need you to continue to like, comment, share, subscribe, keep engaging, and turn on your notifications. I didn't forget one.
He didn't forget any this time. And as Jimin says, you nice. Keep going.
Oh, oh.